For this video, I'm going to take you for a full tour of the La Quinta Inn located in Coral Springs, Florida. So today I decided to take a vacation to South Florida, and while Florida is known for a lot of tourism, the South Florida region doesn't get quite as many tourists as the Central Florida region, mostly because of the theme parks like Disney World. Because of that reason, there are less hotels to choose from down here in South Florida, and because of that, a lot of the hotels are a lot more basic and less like resorts. And the La Quinta Inn that I'm staying in is a great example of just how forgettable the hotels are down here. I mean, the accommodations are adequate, average, vanilla, lukewarm, competent. Those are the terms I would definitely use to describe this particular hotel. I don't think I've ever stayed at a hotel that was so consistently average at pretty much everything. Now, don't get me wrong, this hotel was clean. I mean, I didn't find any bed bugs, the linens were very clean, nothing like that, but this place just looks old. The carpeting looks like probably should have been replaced 5 years ago. There were noticeable cracks in the pool deck. I mean, pretty bad. Lots of mildew on the pool deck. There was all kinds of, broken trim pieces throughout the corridors and hallways. In our hotel room, one of the bed frames was completely snapped, and the bed was like sagging noticeably on the one side. I mean, just about everywhere you looked, there was a reminder that this is an old hotel, and it was clearly showing its age. I felt like the Bee Gees should be playing every time you walked into the bathroom because all the fixtures were clearly from the late 1970s or early 1980s. And this La Quinta had the absolute worst continental breakfast I've ever experienced. Just so bad. The cereal was stale, the bread and bagels were just hard as a rock and rubbery, and you can tell they've been just refrigerating them pretty much every day until they get green and moldy. I mean, the only thing that was worth it was probably they have the batter for the waffle iron. You know, you're making the fresh waffles. That's pretty much the only thing that I considered edible at the entire Continental. I don't understand why they're offering the Continental breakfast because they're so bad at it that why bother? Just, cut the room rate by $5 and eliminate it. So this hotel is what I'd call like a 2-star resort. The only real amenities they have are like they've got a little business center at the front of the lobby. There's a coffee bar where you can get, fresh coffee supposedly throughout the day. They also have a pool in the pool deck, and that's pretty much it. They do have a banquet hall for special events, so I guess they are trying to cater to the business travelers and corporations. One of the biggest quirks for this particular hotel was they have what I call a smoker's balcony. There's this door where you can just pass through and walk out to the balcony. I was on the 4th floor, so you get a decent view of University Drive. But it's too narrow to actually fit a chair out there, so you can't actually sit there and enjoy it as like just being outside. The only thing I can think of is like smoking a cigarette outside since the rooms are all no smoking in this particular hotel. One positive is the location. There's a lot of sketchy hotels in Florida, in pretty rough neighborhoods with lots of crime. This isn't one of them. Coral Springs is a very safe community. I definitely am a lot more comfortable staying here than some of the sketchy places in Kissimmee or Miami. So would I ever recommend this hotel? No, probably not under any circumstances. I mean, if you need to be here in Coral Springs, I guess maybe you could stay here. I just think that this place is in such poor shape and there's so much wear and tear everywhere that almost everyone's going to have a negative experience staying here. I stayed here in the off season, so the room rate was about $90 a night, and for that, like I said, it was competent, it was okay. Last night I was planning on another vacation here in South Florida during peak season, this upcoming March, and they were talking about $135 a night for this La Quinta. Come on, man, this is a ghetto hotel. Give me a break. $135 a night, they're out of their mind. So my advice, if you're coming down to South Florida, I would book at one of the newer hotels that are located near the Sawgrass Mills Mall. That's a nice area just like Coral Springs, and You're going to be spending probably 10-15 bucks more per night, but it's definitely well worth it. Those hotels are probably 20 to 25 years younger than this one, and they don't show the wear and tear like this one does. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I would rate this La Quinta in Coral Springs as a 5. If you need to stay here, you could probably get away with it, but it's not a pleasant experience. So those are all my thoughts about this particular hotel. For the rest of this video, I'm just going to play a little music to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me on this hotel review of the La Quinta Inn located in Coral Springs, Florida. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.